This is the SBA Update, exclusively on ASBN.
Hi everyone, I'm Cheyenne Malone. Thanks for tuning in to the SBA Update. Now this month, the SBA is celebrating 70 years of assisting entrepreneurs across the country with resources like capital, educational programs, and so much more. The agency made the commitment back in 1953 and has been playing a pivotal role in small businesses since. We're joined now by Alan Thomas, SBA Regional Administrator. He's here to share how they are helping entrepreneurs today and every day. Welcome and thanks so much for joining us, Alan. So talk to us about that. How are you guys helping people, and congratulations on this 70th anniversary.
Hi, Cheyenne. It's so great to be with you. We've really grown up, right? 70 years, U.S. Small Business Administration, and you said it well. I mean, it's been quite a testament to the growth of this country and what we've done with small business. And SBA has been at it for a long time. We literally tried to tabulate the amount of investment that we provided for small businesses since the 70s. And it's just off the charts. But there's some companies that would ring a bell for you. I think you'd find very interesting, since Dwight Eisenhower signed this into law back in July 30th of 53. Nike, Apple Computing, Ben & Jerry's, Chipotle, Under Armour, the list goes on and on of companies that started with advice and investment and detail provided by SBA. So whether you're trying to start a local business or you have world domination aspirations, SBA has a place for you.
You know, you're right, because when you think about these huge corporations like a Nike, or Ben & Jerry's, you think they're so huge, but they've got to start somewhere. So when you talk about the small guys, entrepreneurs-wise, how have you helped them?
I mean, it could be something as simple as when I launched, and just for full disclosure, I'm a long-term entrepreneur myself. And sometimes you may be great at your technology or great at your particular area of business, but have no clue how to put the structure together about how to get investment and how to formulate a company that you want to endure for a long time. So the things that SBA does, I walked in with a napkin and an idea to the small business development centers. And that's the real secret about SBA, is our circle of resource partners. We have these, we call them SBDC, Small Business Development Centers. In every community, you can walk in the door with an idea, and they can turn that into a business plan, into a business model. And then they'll throw you in front of some retired executives through our SCORE chapters and some of our other groups, and they will see if you're funding ready. They'll poke holes in your concept, and they'll work with you on how to improve it. So when you actually go and get financing or attempt to get financing, whether it's angel investment or actually walking into a bank, you will already know the answer. You will already know what you're going to get a response on and how you should respond. So that's the great thing about SBA. And that's why it's awesome to be the administrator here in the Southeast, because I've lived it. I've been on the other side, and it's so great to talk to thousands of entrepreneurs across the entire United States about the benefits of SBA. And don't get caught in the silo mentality as entrepreneurs do. You get so focused on what you're doing, realize these great resources that are all around you to help you be successful.
And it sounds like an incredible resource for sure. Now talk about some of the new things that you guys have going on, some of the new initiatives. One of them that sticks out to me, we were doing on our newscast not long ago, is the new Military Wives program. Tell us what that is and how it helps.
It's really a great one, Shine. I'm glad you brought it up. And one of our core missions is our women's business centers, that we have one in every state and almost every major metropolitan area now across the country, and also veterans business outreach centers. And quite frankly, anyone, whether you're a spouse or existing military or looking to transition out of military, SBA is there for you. We have training that is free to you. We also walk you into, if you're interested in government contracting opportunities, we have programs that show you that you get particular advantages even potentially sole source government contracting opportunities for you. The U.S. government is the largest purchaser of goods and services in the world. So we're very excited about those opportunities. But I think I mentioned to you prior, I was just in Charleston last week. The lieutenant governor was with me in Charleston, South Carolina. And there were over 100 military women's spouses that were there just to find out. And, what can I do? Can I run a business out of my house? What are some opportunities? Can I grow or expand and be able to replicate, my business? And SBA can get you to funding opportunities and business specifics, and it's all free. And we have something called Boots to Business, and you might want to write that down, guys. Go look up Boots to Business, SBA. And if you're a spouse of a serving military or existing military or beyond, even if you've been long out of military, come see us. SBA has a great program to show you about business fundamentals. You don't have to know how to do a spreadsheet. You don't have to know about, how to run a ledger. Walk in. We'll start from the beginning. All we need is your passion to be successful.
Well, that's incredible, too, because you feel like it's so intimidating to think about starting your own business, especially when you're writing it on a napkin or really starting from scratch. So that's good to know. It does seem like nowadays, now more than ever, people are trying to, be creative, think outside the box. I think, going through obviously the pandemic, maybe that as well, but they want some flexibility maybe in their business. And so now more than ever, you feel like people are turning to open a small business or discussing the idea of it. When you think about the 70 years and how much SBA has accomplished, what are some of the things that stand out, highlights for us?
The ability to be able to grow and change, I think, has been so important as this economy has changed. Think about what America looked like in 1953. A woman couldn't even own a home, couldn't purchase a home on their own back in the 50s. And what is so exciting about the evolution ethnically, culturally, in so many ways, SBA has grown with this. That's why we're so excited that our particular areas of focus definitely with this administration, it's been really exciting to be a part of this, is we're focused on previously underserved and disadvantaged markets, whether you live in a rural community, if you're from a minority community, if you're a woman wanting to launch businesses. This decade in particular is exciting, Cheyenne, because the statistics and the analytics are already showing it. This will be the decade of women entrepreneurs, particularly women of color entrepreneurs. And so we're trying to, as our team likes to say, meet entrepreneurs where they are, show them they can get access to capital, and show them that, we can get them the proper support and resources to not just launch a business local, but they can do international trade. They can launch throughout the country or throughout the world. That's the great thing about the technology of today. In the digital world, from somewhere in Georgia or somewhere in the Carolinas or parts unknown in Montana, you can launch a global enterprise and have great success. So that's the great thing about SBA. And even from a financial standpoint, if you need $500, SBA can connect you with lending to make that happen. If you need $5 million, if you need investment capital, SBA can put you in contact through our SBICs of angel investment. You just got to reach out to SBA.gov, and that's what's exciting. And I love traveling around the country and just talking about, as an entrepreneur myself, we get so focused on what we're doing, realize that Elon Musk and Apple Computing and all these others, Nike, they realize that this was an opportunity, and the rest speaks for itself.
I can imagine. Everyone sees, someone blow up and they think it's overnight, and we all know that overnight success is a lifetime of work. Talk to us about how SBA has leveraged technology, for instance. You've talked about some of the, more progressive type companies and ideas. I imagine there's a lot of professional development to stay abreast with what's happening in the future.
There is. And we all know that COVID really pushed us leaps forward from where we even thought we would be at this point in terms of how we connect and engage. SBA's mission under the pandemic was to be the gatekeeper for the billions of funding for over 35 million businesses that were touched across the country. And a lot of that was done virtually and digitally. And so now SBA is working closely, and some of our partners emerged. You may have heard of the FinTech, FIN, financial FinTech, which are not the traditional brick and mortar financial institutions. These are digital virtual institutions that provide investment capital, and many of them stepped up and were the gatekeepers as well. And conduits for SBA when people needed funding, idle funding and payroll protection funding during the pandemic. They have stayed with SBA. And now we've brought them in to be lenders through SBA, which we're very excited. And the only reason that bank will lend to a startup business is not because you have a great idea and a great smile. Trust me, it's all about quantitative and risk quotient. So SBA backs on many of our loans in the 7A, and please look these up again, 504 or 7A lending programs. We back up to 90% of those loans, which enables traditional banks to actually lend to you. And again, as I said, entrepreneur, I was an SBA loan holder for a large project that we put out, that we built. So whether it's just capital to launch your business, to buy equipment, to cash flow that you may need for making hires and training, SBA does all of that. Many things that businesses assume aren't available through the U.S. Small Business Administration. You need to reach out and give us a call. Either call SBA or SBDCs, and we'll sit down with you and with our SCORE chapter, our retired executives, and say, guys, here's where there's all these resources that are the trainings for free. You got to step up and do lending many times, and we can help you launch your business and grow.
All right. It sounds like you've got a good, solid plan there, and a lot of people should be, if they're not already, taking advantage of SBA and all that it has to offer. Any final thoughts for us?
I just want to say that your story is yet to be written. You need to understand that. We hear about all these big numbers about how many companies are founded, but I get to see it every day. Is it easy? Nothing worth having is easy. But do you have a better chance to be successful, to reach out to proven executives and proven resources that you already pay for as a taxpayer? Why would you not go to SBA.gov? Why not would you not email me? Get up with Alan, alan.thomas@sba.gov. If I can ever help you, you say the word. I think the key thing about SBA is you can't do it alone, but there's so many great resources out here that are to help you to be an entrepreneur. And I look forward, as we dive more into these programs with our coming series, specifics about other companies. Like we talked about Nike and Under Armour and all these other, Chipotle and so many others, and Apple Computing all started with an SBA assist. So I don't care whether you have the biggest small idea or the smallest big idea. Reach out to SBA. Let's get you connected with our resources and help you get access to the capital and opportunities you need. So thank you, Cheyenne. It's just so fun to catch up with you and to talk about the great things that are happening. There's never a better time right now to launch a small business. Reach out to us and we'll help you out.
All right. Now you got my brain. Turning some wheels here. So thanks so much, Alan Thomas.
Hey, everybody's got to have a side hustle. I'm just saying. I sure did.
Especially
Reach
now.
out.
And you have a lot of help to offer. So let's see. SBA Regional Administrator Alan Thomas, thank you so much for everything and your time. And thank all of you for watching the SBA Update exclusively on ASBN.com and now streaming on Roku, Fire Stick, and Apple TV.
Thanks for watching the SBA Update exclusively on ASBN.